This cup of coffee at Starbucks costs 600 yen. And this full Italian meal also costs 600 yen. How is that even possible?
For decades, Saizeriya have been serving Japan with quality Italian dishes at incredible value. But I had the question, why? So today, I'm going to try out Saizeriya for myself and uncover how it became Japan's most beloved and cheapest Italian restaurant.
The story begins in 1967. This guy named Yasuhiko Shogaki at the time opened his first restaurant for Western food, but the business was a flop. Then tragedy struck when his restaurant was burned down due to a fight breaking out among his customers. Shogaki lost everything. For most, this would be the end, but for him, it was just a new beginning.
Alright, so I just got seated down. I think I already know what I want to order. I'm gonna go with a green peas appetizer, the Doria meat sauce rice, and I'm gonna get myself a nice glass of wine. Alright, so to order, it's so simple. You can just scan the QR code by your table and it will pop up their online ordering form, and everything is available in English, so you don't even need to interact with the staff if you don't want to. So this place is like perfect for people who aren't able to speak Japanese and also those who are a little bit more introverted. So ordering on this online app is pretty interesting. See here, you can just put down the food code of what you want and it just adds it in for you. So each of the menu item has their own code that you can add. Just gonna add the next item. All right, so I just ordered. So now I'm gonna see how long the food takes to come. Hey. Arigatou gozaimasu. The wine already came. That was quick. So Shogaki rebuilt the restaurant and focused more on Italian food. And in the beginning, the restaurant was not doing so well. So in order to attract people to come to his restaurant, he made the crazy decision of slashing prices by 70%. This means that a plate of pasta dropped to just 150 to 200 yen overnight. Now, this wasn't a business strategy. It was literally a gamble, but it worked. Before, he was only serving about 20 people a day, and right after he cut prices, that jumped to over 800 customers, which is literally insane. So he discovered one simple truth, and that is, people want great food at a great price.
Today, you can see this genius idea at work in any Saizeriya. The atmosphere is bright, clean, and welcoming. The unlimited refill bar for 200 yen encourages customers to linger without any pressure. The menu is a testament to their affordable pricing strategy. The iconic Doria dish remains a staple, often priced at 300 yen. The pizzas here all go for about 400 yen each, and you can get a simple pasta like spaghetti pepperoncino for as little as 300 yen. And of course, the legendary 100 yen glass of wine, a price point so low that you can take your date here for a cheap drunk.
All right, so the food just came and I'm excited to try it out. So first things first, the wine. The taste is actually pretty good. It's simple and it can't be a 100 yen wine. So next, I'm gonna try this pea appetizer with egg and cheese on top. Flavor is actually really good. It's pretty simple, just peas. Tastes like any regular peas, but I think the egg and the cheese mixed together makes it actually really flavorful. And I guess this is a really good way of getting your greens in. And also peas have a lot of protein. It kind of sap you in this. All right, so this is the star of the show. This is the Doria meat sauce rice. There's a pile of rice on the bottom, and then they have a layer of meat sauce, and then they just have a bunch of cheese on top, and then they just bake it. So think of it as like a a mini lasagna dish, but with rice. So first bite. Wow, this is actually so creamy, and it kind of tastes like cream pasta, but with like rice. That's so good. The meat sauce, the baked meat sauce here on top is just absolutely sitting. I will say that you definitely do get what you paid for, so don't expect to get like huge portion sizes. If you take a look here, the dish is actually pretty small. I'm gonna try mixing these and the rice together. Don't judge me. Wow, this is actually like really not bad at all. Everything tastes really simple and tastes very light, but it's good. It's actually not bad for what you get. For the same price of coffee, I would be glad to take this any day. I just devoured my food, and honestly, I think that was so good for what it was. Like, you really cannot beat this low of a price, and you definitely cannot get that in America or Canada or any basically Western country. Granted, like, there wasn't a lot of protein. It was mostly carbs, to be honest. But still, I think it's crazy that you can get a meal here for the price of a Starbucks coffee. Now, you might be wondering, in this economy, how the hell is this restaurant surviving? And the answer is really simplicity and control. As you can tell, their menu item is actually quite simple. They use a lot of the same ingredients for every other food item, so that allows them to keep their menu streamlined and eliminates waste in inventory. And while most restaurants actually rely on third-party suppliers for their ingredients, Saizeriya actually controls their entire supply chain, from the farm to your fork. They actually established their own farm in Australia in 2003, which allows them to directly control their beef and lamb supply. This isn't just about cost savings, this is about controlling their quality to the T. And this concept also applies to the kitchen. In your kitchen, you will not find any high-skilled chefs. Instead, you'll see part-time workers assembling the food all together themselves. This is because they prepare all their food and ensure that everything can be automated through technology and machinery.
The Saizeriya model isn't just a local success, it's a global blueprint. With over 500 overseas restaurants in places like China and Singapore, it's a core part of their growth. Their annual operating profits in China alone are 3 times higher than that in Japan, proving their business model works anywhere.
You can self-checkout here, which is pretty intense. You just scan your bill that was on the table. All right, so I guess now you just scan. The total for this bill was only $600, and I had one meal, one appetizer, and a glass of wine. That is insane value. So the next time you see this green sign, you'll know the story behind Saizeriya. And if you're ever in Japan or anywhere in East Asia, I recommend you trying this place out. If you enjoyed this video, please support this channel by subscribing and commenting.